Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. On bottom left side is the Order of the Dragon. We got Core7525 on DC for coaching. Spawn as the blue Ottoman, we have a foreign name. This is with a new patch, but the patch is largely pretty small balance changes, nothing too crazy, a lot of bug fixes. Did my screen just blink? Or was that my eyes? I think I'm going crazy already. We have one villager on stone at a mining pit rather than going for a wave of stone there. So this is an interesting opener by blue. When it comes to map generation, we got large and small gold here with large stone. Deer deposit here. The close deer deposit is near the stone. Pumbaa, but he's Islamic, so that's haram. Small gold deposit and small stone over here, so likely he will start really focusing expansion over here. For orange, or the dragon, looks like a bit mixed as well. Got Pumbaa and large gold over here. Two small golds on this side and large stone with the deer deposit. And safety deer deposit back here as well. So I have a feeling that Order Dragon Plate is going to go over here. Aging up with the Menwork Palace. Usually Aachen Chapel is the standard, but in this case he's going for technology. And blue does go for military school, getting relatively close for an age up. Let's see, Order Dragon, of course, times 2 units. It's not uncommon to see some horsemen, good horsemen. Got twin Medaris being plotted in the field. Gave you some berries. Had a good gathering rate. Without the farming upgrade, you can support the 5 villagers. With the farming upgrade, it's only going to support 4. Menwork Palace almost complete. Of course, Order of the Dragon has access to one of the best Age 2 units in the game, the early Man-at-Arms, or in this case, the early Gilded Man-at-Arms, which can go very nicely with the armor upgrades, with a reduction, not to mention early cheap siege engineers. Menwork Palace, both for Order of the Dragon and for Holy Roman Empire, is excellent rushing civil one. Because you get your upgraded early man-arms, make them basically bulletproof. Spearman just causing issue. Dragon villager stabbing the spearman. Do now have a gilded horseman in the field. The upgrades here, if you need a reminder, is a golden cuirass to increase the armor or damage reduction for men-arms when they get low in health. Lance Connects get a bleed attack. And of course, you got Baltic bolts, which now I don't think I've seen this in research anytime recently. Because last time I remember seeing this upgrade, it was back when siege weapons had armor rather than percentage armor. But now with percentage armor, this is actually a decent upgrade. I have no idea how effective it is. I'm still a bit more partial. Maybe we could just simply change damage from range to siege damage. So that may be a little bit overpowered for the structures. I have no idea. Wait, is this oh, it's Age 4 upgrade as well. I was just curious whether or not it was Age 2 upgrade because the crossbow or Age 3 unit, but apparently this is an Age 4 upgrade. That's interesting. I don't think it would be too imbalanced if it was Age 3 upgrade. First Vizier points almost available. I'm more biased towards Anatolian Hills because the increased mining collection rate. The military schools are providing spearmen, which actually is probably a good case. Music changed to combat music. Gets a good stab there on the Gilded Horseman. Gilded Horseman's at 4 health, so even one town center arrow can take it out now. May just want to follow back to the town center and wait till the next age to get a prelate. Remember, this Order Dragon, they don't get early prelates. Or Vanguard prelates. Do have some supply being employed field. Great spear brace there. Does take out the wounded spearman, but took 50% damage to this horseman. Over 50%. Let's just assume 50%. That's basically 120 damage for 100 for an 80 resource unit. Order Dragon player is nowhere near aging up. Definitely should take that 2 health, 4 health Gilded Horseman. Just keep it back at home. Wait until the age up. Get a prelate. You will save monies that way. Sure, to consume 2 population, which a dirt cheap house can more than easily provide. Sorry, my throat's a little bit choked up. Range damage non-research. We do have some gilded archers. Does take out the scout. Scout is down. Not big surprise. We do have another scout on the build queue for the Ottoman player. Can military academies build scouts? Huh. Should military school... How overpowered would it be if military schools could build out scouts? I mean, I could see that being deployed on the field to build scouts in Age 2 and then, or Age 1, and then you take those scouts and start getting a decent stockpile of them. So when you age up, you can go for early professional scouts. You know, I would like to see the military school able to deploy out scouts. Am I crazy? Don't think it would be overpowered. I'm contemplating the fact that if a scout is overpowered. I think I'm going crazy. Either way, we got a good number of Sipahi, as well as a good number of Spear in the field. 3 gilded, soon to be 4 gilded archers, soon to be 3 gilded spearmen, and 5 gilded horsemen. 21, now 23 military units versus 16. 25,000 versus 19, so orange has an advantage, but it's hard to say. It's more down to micro at this point in time, and the targets opportunities such as the villagers here. He did go for the delicious venison deposits. Up here we do have the spearmen falling back. Good idea. Spearmen should be a bit more defensive. Spy can be a bit more offensive. Does take a volley there from those gilded spearmen. That gilded horseman 4 health is actually pushing his way forward. I disagree with that. I say keep back home. Wait till prelate. I mean, that is an expensive ass of 240 health. So 5 here is very misleading. 2 are very wounded. Looks like Blue's taking out, clean up the sheeple now. You know he's Islamic, does not get access to improved berries. Five villagers on gold. Oh, got the hidden Imperial Army not being established. Not big surprise. What's it called? The Military School of Istanbul Imperial Palace is not very common, though it is still pretty good. Getting extra points here. Was it increased from 5 to 9, right? Or was it 8? Up to 8, which is very nice. There's a lot of usable assets here. And able to claim more than half of them. Let's see. 6, 12. So able to claim 2/3 of these would be very nice rather than not even half of them. Does take time to pick off that gilded horseman that was really wounded. Whether it be on purpose or accident, it simply went down. Do have an early man-at-arms on the build queue. The hidden Imperial Army is almost complete. At this point in time, man-at-arms probably a good unit. It'll counter pretty much everything. Yeah, I think the Ottoman player should focus on more man-at-arms. He can go for some lancers, but I think man-at-arms right now would be quite good. Go for veteran spy, veteran spearman, and the mining camp will be torched on down. Spy activate Fortitude there. Get some of the gilded villagers. Sipahis do have increased attack speed with their torches will for the Fortitude ability. Probably go there, just crack the outpost there and get a nice soft interior. Orange puts way forward over here. Sipahi going on down. Most of the villagers escape. Something inside of there. Probably a single villager. Villagers take a bit of damage there from those archers. Those are sheep carcasses. For some reason, if I'm up here, I thought those were deer carcasses, but I didn't see professional scouts. Blue's playing Ringer on the Rosie. The capital is fully loaded. Sipahi falling back. hardened spearmen engaging the gilded archers. Slow trying to pick off some of these villagers. Does take out the siege weapon from mid-imperial armory. Didn't pay close enough attention to what it was. Next item, Spring Gold, but he has the Mangonel queued on up. Metro taking a bit of damage there. Spy falling back, got a single spearman there. Looks like, nope, that's just Metro aura there, not Fortitude. Let's see, 34 versus 36. Remember, Or the Dragon's village was 28% more effective, so add 28% here. I'm just going to call it 10 and it's 46 versus 35, so big advantage by Orange right now. Orange did kill off. Oops. What button did I click by accident? I actually clicked on a button and I have no idea what I clicked on. Either way. I think I'm just going crazy. He did go for Antonio Hills. Next Vizier Point's not available anytime soon. Golden Kairos now being researched. Villagers are no longer trying to shank the archer or spearman. Repairing up the outpost here. Does get inside the outpost. We're probably trying to get it fortified. Still got a strain of spearmen, horsemen being brought in. Orange is putting under pressure, going for his discounted siege engineers, which also does research pretty quickly. But he's lacking the wood for battering rams. He has plenty of gold though. Maybe you can buy some food or wood. Zolok Doggo demands head paths. Spearman push way forward. We do have a Spring Gold right there. We do have a single mana arms by the Ottoman player. I really do think mana arms would be a good way to go for the Ottoman player right now. Due to the high armor, able to resist the damage from the gilded archers, no problem. Right now that's 7. In this age, mana arms get up 6 armor. Spy engaging, some spearmen mix on in. Mana arms also connecting. We got the crossbows, not crossbows, Spring Golds firing away. The very large crossbow. Lumber camp there. Looks like Pumbaa got killed too close to the mill there, so only 5 villagers can get on top of it and claim his delicious flesh. Next Vizier Point's almost available. Oh wait, no, he has got the military campus. His third Vizier Point's almost available. I generally don't rate Janissary Company too high, plus no fighting against many cavalry units there. Advanced Academy is probably the best way to go. Big power research there. Got some farms going on up. Remember as well. Wait, no. Does Order Dragon get the Cisternic monastery research in order to give him the cost reduction or fast collection around monasteries, or that's just only Order the Dragon or Holy Roman Empire, I should say? I forget. Because remember when that upgrade didn't exist to begin with. Imam push way forward or backwards, trying to claim a relic. He should have a 0 point available. You see everything glowing. Don't ignore the 0 part. And maybe if I switch over to him. Nope, still don't see the 1, but I'm pretty sure there's 1 there. Regni's Cathedral not being employed in the field. We also got the Sapali coming for a bit of a flank. Local Doggo does go down. Orange also cleaning up all the deer deposit there, as well as Pumbaa. We do have 5 villagers here, 1 outpost. Spahi pursuing these gilded villagers. Does get one of them, and got these forces now retaliating. Wolf biting the prelate or imam. Yep, the Cisternic Abbeys is not available to Order Dragon. He is going for some prelates. So far, blue has claimed one relic and picked up a second. Dragon needs a cathedral in order to make it more cost efficient than Bulgarth Palace, assuming the Bulgarth Palace is constantly being produced from. You need 4 relics, but of course you don't have to constantly produce. You don't want to constantly produce from Bulgarth Palace. Oh, does get killed off there. It was getting pretty close. Sapahi, some went by there, others got split off. That's interesting. These guys are heading over to Pumbaa. Got a house here. Another doggo goes down. Relic right on top of the sacred site there, so it's going to be pretty obvious when somebody picks that up. Got the veteran archer there. He can activate Fortitude to increase attack speed with his torches. Though some of them are targeting the mill, that's not a good idea. Still, I am not sure. There we go, got a main order there. Somebody just seemed off there. Villagers now claim a venison. Increased range armor. Do have 11 Janissaries in the field. He did go for Janissary Company. I don't like the one-time spawns. I prefer the constant value sort of mentality when that comes over thing. Right now, his opponent is going for Gilded Knight, but once he sees the Janissaries, probably should avoid going for any mounted units. Prelate does go down. Janissaries, of course, right now look at plus 11 versus Cavalry. Man-at-arms taking a lot of abuse there. Veteran archers are at 9 games to get up to 10 this age. Good number of spring golds there. Let's inside the outpost there. We've got a spring gold replacement here. Also arranged the emergency repairs. Or maybe there's no spring gold replacement. It's being upgraded, that's what I'm saying. Not upgraded, but being upgraded. My mind's melted right now. Siege engineers and various blacksmith upgrades for the Ottoman player now. We do have the guild dragon scale armor for the archers, so now they get plus 3 range armor. Effectively turning themselves into a counter archer unit. That outpost is going down. Emergency repairs, but he will be able to out-damage it. Village inside of it will be going down as well. 51 versus 53, but marginally 8% more effective. So add about 13 to it, and you get about 100 or 64 versus 53. Actually, it would be a bit more than that. It's good damage there. Either way, Orange doing just fine on villager count. Had the units push before. Good number of spearmen there, but got a good number of spring golds here. Looks like this Iman goes down once again. Blue's claimed 2 relics, Orange claimed 2 relics, and Blue has picked up the 3rd. Escorting back home would be very nice. It would be 4 relic income versus 3 relic income. Give it a nice slice and part these villagers. It will be able to tap them with its basic attack. Good number of spring golds there. Next Vizier point's almost available. That'll be a Vizier point 4 out of 5. Lots of fortified outposts by Orange. Gilded Knight engaging more villagers because another impalement there. Blue's now going for survival techniques. Would imagine he would have gotten that for it sooner, with both deer deposits being obtained already. He's going for secondary town center. Another Vizier points available. I would like to see advanced academies. Keep that open for now. Picks off another Sipahi. And Gilded Knight does impale one of the villagers, but does not finish him off. More economic upgrades being obtained there. And not Sly. I ain't sucked out a Vizier point just yet. Looks like he is up to 7 spring golds. Very nice. His opponent has majority archer, spearmen, a trash army. Going for veteran horsemen now. His opponent, the Ottoman player, has a good number of Sipahi and Janissaries. Gilded horsemen may not be a good choice. Not to mention there's a good number of spearmen. Archers can take them on in. Take them on, but the Gilded Horsemen will have a bit of trouble there. Right now, Blue just feels like in pretty good position, though it says Orange has more military force in the field, but Blue has a higher army value. 109, 9,000, 79, though plus 17 here, so not too terribly higher, but 13,000. Going for Dragon Crossbowman now. Player has a good number of Janissaries, so maybe a good idea to go for some Mangonels. Though the Gilded Archers is still a good call. Yeah, it's probably don't really need Mangonels, since the Archers are effectively a counter to the gunpowder units as well. Not to mention these guys have slightly more range. And Janissaries have slightly less range. There's a good number of Sipahi on the field. Some of these units are starting to get powered by some Prolets. Guys are moving at a good pace now, fast enough to keep up with Spear and Archer. They're ever so slightly slower. Mangonel rolls a miss. Spring Golds are much firing away. Mangonel fires, rolls a miss. Sipahi pushing down from south. Engaged in the Archer. Spearman now need to contest. Janissaries is constantly firing away. Archer's trying to hit everything in the front line rather than back line. Doesn't look like it's going great for Orange. The value's just clearly against him. Knight does get a nice flank there. Takes out a Spring Gold. Gets gunned down by a bunch of Janissaries. Orange's arm is being cleaned on up. May have a large force, but the value was greatly inferior. A number of men on the field, Crossman would be a good idea. Number of Janissaries in the field, Mangonels and Archers, Sipahi, Spearmen, or just use some men-at-arms or Knights. But against the Janissaries, not a good idea, so maybe good idea to go for some men-at-arms as Sword of Dragon. Beefy front line. Orange now falling back in this area. Level 1 mining for the Ottoman player. Let's see, his Vizier point did go to Advanced Academy, giving 1 last point. Trade bags is a good final selection. Not to mention siege crews can be nice. They can be nice. Problem is, a little bit too micro-intensive. If I were to rework this point, I would just say siege weapons cost 1 more population and then increase their base cost by 50 to 100 food. And that's how I'll balance this one out rather than taking time to garrison everything. Spearman sort of engaging Mangonels, firing away. Spring Gold's gonna need some good collateral. Does take out some of those units now. Or Dragonfire has enough gold to age on up, does not have nowhere near enough food. He even has lack of food even for our ground force. Blue has a considerable army field. Orange is overall just getting crushed. Orange repairs on that outpost. That's why pushing down south. Got another town center down here. Capital for using its defense arrows. Over here, we do have a knight slicing parts and villagers. One of Blue has textiles. Textiles will allow him to withstand another slice, but doesn't look like it he does. Blue's now trying to torch down some stuff. Orange does not have textiles himself. No Vizier points available for the Ottoman players. Last Vizier point. Though with how much he's doing quite well right now, he could justify a early bombard. But I think battery rams right now would just be a better call. Orange not playing on any military units at the moment. I wonder if they're chatting or something of the sort. Has forces up here, 2 outposts, one upgraded spring gold emplacement. The other one is actually neither of them upgraded spring gold. This one's the upgraded spring gold, the unfortified one. Well, I picked up by Blue, gonna be grabbing it. Orange not back in the game, has a lot of gold, maybe use it to buy 1,000 food. Spearman being picked off by some of these units. So at this current rate, he may need to go for extensive fortifications. Orange now eyeing to go for some dragon crossbowmen. Blue's capturing up that sticker site there. Blue's not advancing way forward. Blue could have pushed his way forward and win the game. Right now, Blue's already age on up. Maybe he's just going to try to age up. Looks like Blue may need to build another mosque at the 4th relic inside of something. Istanbul Observatory now being employed in the field. Orange just spent all of his gold. Huh. I just realized something as well. Beforehand, there was actually a counter of food here on the farms, and it just regenerates there for the villager to recollect. But now they actually set it to infinite. Istanbul Observatory almost complete. Various age 4 research now being researched by Blue. No Madarasa deployed in field just yet. Relic does go down. That one had the relic on it, so guess it just didn't call back. Once advanced way forward, nothing much you can do versus keep. Orange keep his distance. Keep course could be garrisoned. Let's clean up those units. Elsbach Palace being queued on up. The fortification for the dragon. Gold being obtained here, but it's being cleaned on up. This gold deposit still has 3,000. This one looks like unspoiled. Last Vizier point was actually was used on extensive fortifications. In my stupidity, I also got blue and orange mixed up, but he actually did go with extensive fortifications. I did not mean to make that prediction correct. Walls sort of going up. Good number of mangonels deployed on the field. Looks like he's going for the boiling oil here. It hasn't gone for the very fine bombard emplacement. Order Dragon's going for the elite crossbowman. We also got the Balkan bolts now being researched. Biology being researched. Blue right now has... They have similar army size, but blue has nearly twice the value. The crossbowman, of course, can be very nice. The only siege weapons when they get the Balkan bolts. However, there's a good number of mangonels that could be raining rocks on top of the head, so it's probably not going to go well for those dragon crossbowmen. Though he is starting to empower them with some prelates. Blues are reobtaining all the sacred sites there. While decapturing this sacred site. Fortified outpost being established. We'll spot the Elsbach Palace here. Those can be easily inside of it. Outpost under siege. Could be used emergency repairs onto it. Does not. Sapali will be going down. Did activate Fortitude. Good number of those dragon villagers do go down. Good number of great bombards. Blue's army is twice the value of Orange's army. Orange straightforward. Good number of those cross mangonels are going down. Being focused down by the Balkan bolts. But they're just taking too much damage. Culverin firing away, but that's more of an anti-structure rather than anti-siege weapon now. But he's taking out some of these mangonels. No engineers yet by Orange. But an Orange army does get cleaned up once again. Blue is starting to fall back as there are very good bombards. Just fight around them, let them do the work. Excuse me. More Janissaries now being employed in the field. More reinforcements being brought on forward. And now do have a keep being established here. Bombard hits a crossbowman. Got the elite Horseman upgrade now on the way for Order Dragon and Buzzes. Sorry about that.
Ich weiß, was ich tue.
Port Architect's not being researched by Blue. And has a good reserve of food and gold. Not much wood, though. Probably should keep all the wood for the siege weapons. For this case, going for a large number of supply. Blue's push rate 4 or orange has a good number of these skilled horsemen to gauge those great bombards, and we'll perhaps get a couple of them. Archers, or one great bombard does go down. Spearman hitting some of the Spahi. Now got these crossmen hitting some of the Janissaries. Orange got a pretty good surround, taking out the Mangonel. Ballista was unable to finish off, but still, nope, none of the horsemen will live. Mangonel does get distracted by the knight. More Spahi push way forward, more horsemen advancing. Keep firing away. Spahi overrunning all the gilded crossbowmen. No 6-side victory available for Blue, but I think Blue should outright win relatively soon. Does flank and hit some of the great bombards, but not enough. Does not take out the Mangonel either. Siege Workshop gets set ablaze, and the Culverin popped out, gets gunned down. Great bombards now taking on the keep. Put some rounds into it. Chemistry now being researched by the Ottoman play. That should help out with his bonus damage versus buildings. Emergency repair is on top of the keep, and thinks Elkswalk Palace is actually taking less damage, but still getting bombarded quite severely. Guess that aura stretches out quite far, chaining out to that keep. Does take out that mining camp. Go for the outpost now. Outpost right now has no weapon placement. If he wants the chain broken from the Elsbach Palace, needs to destroy some of these backline structures there. And looks like Blue's just going to be overrunning Orange, no problem. Probably could have closed out the game earlier, but maybe a little bit too passive. Menmore Palace taking some damage there, going for +3 range damage. We use emergency repair onto it, or onto the town capital, probably use on the capital. Spear now intercepting, trying to hit the Spahi. You haven't splashed down some of these houses, setting them ablaze. Emergency repair onto the capital. Capital's now on fire, gets repaired. Orange trying to obtain some of this wood here. Orange pretty much cutting the scraping the bottom of the barrel for resources. Blue is actually out of gold, but has plenty of food and wood for Spahi and Spearmans. Capital does go down. 3 landmarks remaining. The Menwork Palace is not doing all too well though. Manor Palace has been set ablaze. Spall heading up north. Charlotte gets decapped or picked off. Push forward. Janissary is in a good position in the urbanized terrain. Able to gun down lords on these forces. Does incinerate the farm. Does take out some of the villagers. Looks like he's hitting the villagers. The capital is not rebuilt, so it's not considered not repaired. Takes out more of the villagers there. The capital is, of course, hit, but and Orange is back to the game now. As Anne Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.